Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. How are y'all doing? Welcome back. If you have watched any of my other content, in case you are brand new, welcome. So glad you're here. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by the reps. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. And some of the members have seen just a few minutes of this from yesterday as I was doing a little research and deciding what I wanted to react to today. So, yeah, we're in for quite the ride. And thank you guys for all the compliments. I appreciate you. I'm having some fun with the makeup today. The gloss that I'm wearing is FaceTime by Queen Cosmetics. I do have an affiliate link. Just use my first and last name, all caps, no spaces, on queencosmetics.store if you are interested. And if not, that's okay too. Okay. So before I actually get into the intro of this video, let me run the disclaimer real quick and I'll be right back. All right. So I have been seeing on TikTok, on social media platforms, many different social media platforms, this company called Transact. And I was like, what is this? Let's look into this. Many of you have reached out as well and said, hey, have you seen this? And I was mentioning that I was already kind of researching something or researching it. I guess I should say it that way. And yeah, so I found a video as I was doing some research, and I guess it's kind of an opportunity video that was put out by two people presenting themselves as public figures. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to debunk it. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. That is why we are gathered here today. Oh, man. Tori says I'm still reeling from my MLM counter this afternoon. Yeah. Yikes. And if you would, as Kathleen has asked everybody, buckle up and lick the stream if you would. That would be amazing. I don't think there's a ton of videos that I have seen on YouTube. I know that there is a lot of other content on TikTok, which is great because that is where I was seeing a lot of this information. And from the looks of it, it seems as if some of the distributors in this company, because it is an MLM, we're going to get that out of the way right now. We're going to talk about that a little bit more too, but there's a lot of distributors that I have seen that appear to be going after digital content creators on TikTok specifically. And some people are saying, absolutely not. This has been my experience. So if you come across that and you're on TikTok, just keep an eye out. I put the card, what it looks like, on the thumbnail so that you guys could hopefully identify it if they are showing it. I heard Sarah says, I heard Roberta Blevins talking about this on TikTok. Yep, Roberta has covered it a lot, and I think that's awesome because that's the platform that they seem to be using the most. So I also wanted to bring it over here. So absolutely. And thank you for sharing that with us, Sarah. I appreciate it. Stephanie says, I'm in a double blanket burrito and have licked the stream. Let's go. I love that. I'm in my cozy hoodie. Oh, I love this hoodie so much. You know how you have that hoodie? Yeah, that's this one for me. Okay, anyways, it's about a 45-minute video. So brace yourselves. And yeah, that's how I feel about that. Let's go.
Friday. I am waiting for Caitlin to join us. We're just redoing things and going to have all the information in one place for you guys. So I'm just waiting. Hello. Just waiting for Caitlin. I don't know why this always takes so long.
It really does though on Instagram.
Awkward beginning moment. All right, where you at, girlfriend? Hello. Bless you. There you are. All right.
Yeah, Lushy. Yep, this one.
What is happening? Okay. I'm like, this is taking an oddly long time.
Technology issues.
We're good. Hello. Happy Friday.
I'm so excited for the weekend.
I am too. And I'm so excited for this because I feel like we finally have our head not on a swivel and we know what we're talking about and we know the directions we're going and we're
I think we'll be the judge of that.
here to just lay it all out and get all the information out, the updated information.
I wish I could turn them up. That's as loud as I can make it. Do I need to lower my voice? Because I can move back from the mic if that makes it a little bit easier. Let me know, Lavender Rain, and anybody else. Wait, whose birthday is it? Oh, Holly, happy birthday. I ate too much cake. You know what? Eat the cake. I love that.
In
Happy
one
birthday.
place as a great resource for everybody. So I decided I'm going to let Caitlin start with this and take this off. Her passion shines through like nothing I've ever seen. And I absolutely love it so much. All right, go ahead.
This has been such a incredible whirlwind. I feel like I have very good gut feelings about things, as do you. And this is something that like I've never felt this.
Very good gut feelings. That is your compass for saying, hey, I think this is going to work out well. That's what we're going with. Just a gut feeling. Could it be that you maybe came from another company and you know how this works? Yikes. Oh, thank you. Positively Pipkin. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And this comment is awesome. I just wanted to say you inspired me to start working with a dietitian. Oh, that is so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. It makes me feel, that's how it makes me feel. Yes. So I'm very excited for you. I know you're going to learn a ton and just be patient with yourself. Just be patient. It's a process, but that's so cool. And again, thank you for the super chat.
Good about just the future of a company.
Yeah.
So real quick, just to run down some of the updates that we've had. We're still doing where if you join for $4.95, you have the rest of all day today and all day tomorrow till midnight Mountain.
$495. It's giving master resale rights. That's what this is giving. Basic rundown of this. So you have, and it's this, there's other rewards programs that you can get through a legitimate bank. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but basically it's a debit card and you have to transfer funds. No, I don't want to say that. I'm just going to let the video play because I don't want to ruin what's coming. I don't want to. Also, Elaine, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Avery Joe, thank you for being a member for 22 months. It's wild that it's been 22 months. I feel the same way. This is crazy. Thank you for doing all that you do. Thank you. I appreciate you. And you know exactly why I'm saying that. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Time to get your rebate back. That means if you get 3 digital branches under you, you get your investment back. Both.
They call their distributors digital branch. What did she say? Digital something branch. DBOs is what they call their distributors. Just FYI. It makes it sound like you are opening up a branch of a bank. It's very deceptive.
Amanda and I have already gotten our investment back. We've already gotten our $50 a month fee waived for life.
Did y'all hear that? $50 a month. So you pay the $4.97 and then there's a $50 fee per month. And if I remember correctly, some of that is marketing and I think some of it is for like the back office or something like that. $50 a month.
Yeah. We'll never pay that. This is the cool part. They also extended that. So the $50.
But your team probably will be paying that. Yeah. And the whole loophole in this from the research that I have done is if you're not in good standing with your fees, they're not going to pay you. certain bonuses, commissions, things like that. That's their loophole for this. So, oh, you don't want to pay your fees? Okay, you're not going to get your commission. There's always loopholes with these contracts, with these companies, always.
Dollars that will be starting in the new year that we never have to pay again. If you reach either 20 card members or 3 digital branch offices, basically, which
am I going to be pausing this a lot? Yeah, because the words that they are using is extremely deceptive. So what she just said is basically if you get 20 customers or 3 distributors, then they're going to waive that $50 a month fee. Imagine the money the company is making off of 20 customers or 3 distributors, digital brand officers, branch officers, DBOs, digital branch officers. Offices? I don't know. Anyways, DBOs. Imagine the amount of money that the company is making, and they're like, oh, we'll waive that $50 for you. Don't worry about it.
whichever one makes you manager first, they will waive that for life. You have till the end of the year. They changed that. That is not ending this Saturday. It is ending December 31st at midnight. Everything's mountain time.
Same with the $25 for lifetime for the card, right? As a card member.
Yeah.
So from the research that I've done, to become a card member, to become a customer and get your own card that is linked to a bank, we'll talk about that in a little while. If you remember and you watched the live stream from the other day, you know what I'm talking about. You have to pay $25 annually for it. And then anytime you use the card, you basically are earning points for every dollar that you spend to use in their Z Club. And there's a whole controversy around this Z Club or Z store situation and that was something that Roberta Blevins was talking about on TikTok. And she was saying that the Z store, the screenshots that she was sent, she was able to see the name of the item, the clothing item, and she did a Google search and it came up for eBay. And so in the Z store, the products appear to be overpriced and you can get them for cheaper on eBay. And so I believe she was saying that the company is probably ordering this stuff in bulk, raising the prices, and then they're making it seem like these distributors or customers in this company are getting this great deal from the points that they're using, but they're not really, So that's essentially how that works. But yeah.
They've extended a lot of things, which is incredible. There was a lot of people that joined during pre-launch, which is incredible. Way more than they anticipated. We have over 35,000 digital branch offices and 50,000 card members.
That is a lot of people that are about to get scammed, in my opinion.
We have 85,000 people involved with this company already, and we haven't even officially launched yet. We had like a launch this week.
So how does that work exactly? If you haven't launched yet, how do you have 85,000 people involved? Or is this one of those things where you heard about it from somebody and then you started to tell your team and you started to tell your customers from your previous MLM? And is this one of those things? Because we see that a lot.
So there was, obviously they extended pre-launch for us, which was incredible. The reason they extended pre-launch was because we had technology issues. There was a lot of bots I don't know the tech side of that, but our site was very slow with a lot of people joining. A lot of industries, we're disrupting a lot of industries. We're disrupting, the credit card industry, the banking industry, the direct sales industry, the e-commerce industry. There's so many different industries that we're disrupting. So it's only
every time somebody joins an MLM coming from a previous company in particular, they always say that. They always say, especially when it's a new MLM, listen, we're disrupting the industry. We're pissing a lot of people off. I would love to see your sources on that. Or is that just your opinion, which is fine. I mean, it's cool. Have your opinion. It's all good. At the end of the day, we're all people on the internet. That's fine. But sources, please. Citation needed.
Normal for everyone to kind of try to bring us down a little bit. So that's why they extended it, to give us some extra time, which was so generous of them. So now that we've gotten into that, let's just jump right into kind of what it is, what you can get out of this. So there's still, like we said, there's still the rest of the year for the pre-launch perks to be grandfathered into some of the best pre-launch perks I've ever seen. And we'll go over that.
And how many companies have you been a part of that did a pre-launch? I'm just curious. I don't know what company these two were a part of prior, but here in a few minutes, they do say something about the previous company, of course, without identifying it. And by the way, I don't know who these people are. I simply did a Transact search on social media and this video came up and I was like, oh, let's watch this. And here we are. So I don't know them. I'm not talking about them personally. I'm talking about the methods and the tactics that they are using to try and bring people into what I think is a pyramid scheme. And I'm going by the FTC definition, where if the majority of the money that you're making is off of recruiting and recruiting type activities, might be a pyramid scheme, versus the selling of the product. So this to me feels like a pyramid scheme. And yeah.
The $25 for life, or you can still join for $4.95 and still have the opportunity the rest of the year to get that $50 waived. So you're going to get a debit card. This debit card is attached to a bank account. This is not just, we're not just talking about a debit card that's attached to an app. This is something so much bigger than that. It's attached to a real bank account, which is FDIC insured. We will not be disclosed. The company is not disclosing that information of the banks as of right now. They will.
Now, follow me, friends. Follow me here. Imagine you're opening up a new bank account and you go online and you're like, hey, I'm gonna set up this checking account and a savings account, and you put in all your information, and then at the end it's like, oh, by the way, we're not going to tell you what bank this is through. They'll probably talk about it at the beginning of the year, but you're setting up a savings account. There's no details as far as like interest rates or any of that stuff. And by the way, we'll tell you at the beginning of the year what bank it's with. So put in all your information, get this debit card that is FDIC insured, but we're not going to tell you who it's through. We'll tell you about what bank it is at the beginning of the year. What? What? I don't think that's how it works. That's a little shady. That's a red flag. If I had red flags, I'd be waving it right now. That's terrible.
In the future, because it's a security issue. If a stranger walked up to you and asked you what bank you use, you'd be like, get away from me. Like,
I'll take things that never happened for 1,000, Alex. Thank you. That's not what happens. People don't just randomly walk up to people and say, hey, what bank do you use? Typically, people will ask their friends, hey, what bank are you using? And it's typically, in my opinion, because they are looking for better benefits or they're not happy with their current bank. And so that's a very personal thing for a lot of people to be just sharing that information. Also, that's a scenario that would never happen. Oh my God. It's a security thing. Oh yeah? Tell us more. Tell us more.
Absolutely not. Like, no, I'm not telling you my bank information. That's a security.
But you want people to give you their information when they're signing up and paying $4.95. But you won't even tell people what bank it is. And by you, I mean like the company, obviously. But she's repeating probably what's been told to her by the company. But you want people to just put all their information in your website, sign up for this debit card. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me.
It's a security thing. I don't want anybody knowing what bank I'm with. So I totally understand that. They have absolutely confirmed that they are all FDIC insured. I trust them wholeheartedly. And I'm glad that they put that in place for us. I'm glad that it's a security measure. So all the cards, because there were so many people in pre-launch, all the cards will be sending out, and just look out for an email if you are a card member already. They'll be sending out.
I saw something online about a delay in the cards upon launch. Now, let me play devil's advocate here. Could it be because from her own words, there were a lot of people that signed up? Could that be the problem? Possibly. If they're not disclosing the name of the bank, do you guys think that it could possibly be because they don't necessarily have a bank set up and they were scrambling to figure that out? And so they were like, hey, I'm going to come up with a plan and we're going to tell people, hey, we're not announcing who these accounts are going to be through as far as the bank, but we'll let them know at the beginning of next year. Do y'all think that that could be a possibility? I don't know. Yeah, just trust us. Sure. Okay. Trust us with your banking information. Yeah. Oh my God.
Towards the end of the year. Yeah, end of the year. They said about by the end of the year, maybe like first couple weeks of January. Again,
Maybe.
that's because they did not expect how many people joined during pre-launch, which was incredible. I mean, it's
So the bank you were working with said, hey, this is looking a little too shady. We're not comfortable with any of this or whatever. So they were having to look for a new bank. I'm not saying that. I'm not posing that as a fact. It's really just a question that I have.
It's absolutely mind-blowing how many people, put their trust and faith into this company, and it's inspiring, really. So debit card, double for, or the whole first year, if you join during pre-launch, it is $1 for $2. So every dollar you spend, you're going to get $2 back in rewards dollars, basically.
It's $1 to 2 points. I don't know why she doesn't want to say points. They're called Z points. And you use them in the Z store. So I don't know why she's tap dancing around that.
They're not points. Okay, I'm not going to say reward points. You know how credit cards are like, they add up all the points and then you have to do all the math to figure out what points go into what dollars. This is $1 for $1.
Oh my God, I just realized something. Is she saying, I'm not going to call them rewards points because one, they can't technically call them that because of legitimate rewards programs through other debit cards, or two, they're trying to make it sound like they're completely different than those. I don't know. That's interesting. Very interesting. Kay Marie, member for 5 months. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Behind On says they had to change banks back in September. Wow. Wow. That sounds shady. Wow.
Like true dollar value. So the whole first year, if you're in pre-launch till November 2024, you're going to get double the rewards dollars that you can spend. Now, this is not cash back. This is to spend in their e-commerce store, which is ever growing.
Behind
and
MLM.
Their travel club, which is incredible. I've already been playing around with the travel stuff. It is absolutely insane. I was actually just looking up booking a trip to Greece. That's where my husband and I wanted to go for our honeymoon. We never got to. I was playing around with the thing. We saved almost $1,000 using the Z Club, the Z reward, Z Bucks rewards. It let me use 975 Z Bucks on the.
They're not called Z points. I apologize. They're called Z Bucks. Yeah. For their rewards program. I don't know why she doesn't want to call it what it is or what. Yeah. That's weird.
Travel. So Expedia, it was like 4,800 something. It took it down to just 4,000 basically flat.
Just 4,000. Ma'am, your privilege is showing. All right. Calm down.
With the travel club. So there's a lot of, their travel clubs are very expensive here. That's the thing, like thousands of dollars a year to be a member in travel clubs. This is included in your membership.
If you have to villainize something else in order to make your thing that you're selling more legitimate, you are terrible at marketing. Terrible. If the benefits of what you are selling, whatever it is, are not good enough that you can just put it out there on its own, and you have to use villainizing other companies with similar products or whatnot, stop. Terrible at marketing.
For $25 for life included. So there's so many things, like this is ever growing. This is going to be something, you guys have to understand, this is a ground floor opportunity. Like, when does that come around? If we could all, looking at
I said this on a members only stream and I'm going to say it again here. How often do ground floor opportunities come around? I don't know. Ask Shanana Banana and Mary Scott. They seem to know when all these ground floor opportunities are launching. That's not a compliment, Mary and Shanana Banana. That's not a compliment. Okay.
What Amazon is today, if we could all go back to Jeff Bezos' garage when he was selling books and no one knew what it was going to be. Like, everyone, hindsight's 2020. If we could, knowing what Amazon is now, if we could go back and get a piece of that, every single person would say yes.
I don't think this is going to age well for them. I mean, hindsight is 2020, yes. However, I don't think it's gonna be the same thing as looking back at Amazon and selling books out of the garage. I think she's gonna go, "Man, that gut feeling that I was trying to sell everybody on, I wish I would've listened to it because, yeah, it didn't feel right, but I was telling everybody it felt right." Oh my god.
This is one of those opportunities to go back and get a piece of that pie, because this is going to be a $1 trillion industry. We are not just e-commerce. We are not just travel. We are not just rewards. Like, we
For
are
everything.
all in one. Like, this is going to help people save money. This is going to help people travel more. This is going to help people stretch their dollar more, because let's be honest, like, this is economically bulletproof. Like,
Marie, member for 4 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Marie says, "But Amazon never sold books from the garage." Oh my god.
anything that
Oh.
happens with the economy, like, we're not selling a product to you. You are saving money with this.
Speaking of saving,
Okay, you are selling a product to people. You're selling them a debit card attached to a bank account, to a bank that nobody knows what it is. And according to Behind MLM, a Behind MLM article, and thank you for whomever put that in the chat. I don't remember. I'm sorry. You had to switch banks in September. Why is that? You are selling a product. It's a debit card with overhyped rewards. And I'm sure that there are better rewards programs linked to a debit card, a credit card out there than this MLM product.
and I hate to interrupt you, but I get the question a lot about the 10%
This.
fee, as people say. Can you explain that?
Oh, yeah. The other thing is, so you have the $50 fee, and then you have up to a 10% fee is how it's worded on some of their information as far as like their comp plan or how it works. So, yeah.
Really plain and simple.
I'm really excited about this. So this is not going to start till the new year. However, if you join before the end of this year in pre-launch, you get grandfathered into this 1 in 9%. So what this is, 10% of what we make in a month. Now, this is not pulled out of your pocket. This is pulled out of the commissions. If you happen to not make any commissions that month, you will not be paying extra for this. I promise. Okay.
I promise. Trust me, bro.
This is being pulled out of our commissions, which I'm really excited for. So normal franchise fees in other franchises, they take 18 to 22%. So we're out.
Okay, I have to stop this here. So number one, this isn't a franchise. You're presenting it like it's a franchise because you want it to be, because it sounds good. But it's an MLM company, and you guys are signing up as 1099 contracted workers. So it's not a franchise. So you're trying to justify additional fees to somebody that, as a franchise fee, but it's not a franchise. So that's interesting how that works. It's very interesting. Also, watching her kind of go back and forth, and maybe I misheard her, but at one point I feel like she said, "This doesn't come out of your pocket," but then in the next sentence, or a couple sentences down, she talks about it coming out of your commission. So that does come out of their pocket. The 10% does come out of their pocket, or up to 10%. So which is it?
Actually the lowest in the industry. This is considered a franchise fee, service fee. But here's the cool thing. They only take 1% of that for the company. They give 9% back to us in a Power Save account with a high.
I see. So they're putting it into some kind of a pool bonus. They're taking 9% of the commission from the people that are distributors in the company, and they're putting it in a pool. Is that what I'm hearing you say? Yeah. Also, I'm going to be pausing this a lot because I have a lot to say about this. And if that for some reason bothers you, this is a commentary channel. So maybe this isn't the channel or the place for you. And that's okay. There's plenty of other creators online. Totally fine.
Interest that we won't touch for 5 years. I am extremely excited to see that number in 5 years, because I need to be forced to save.
I'm really excited to see that number in 5 years too, because I think this company is going to be non-existent. So all that 9% of commissions that this company is taking from their distributors probably is not going to be accessible to these people, because I have a hard time imagining that this company will be around 5 months from now, let alone 5 years.
Me too.
I really love that. So here's the thing. After pre-launch, if you're not in pre-launch, it goes to 5 and 5%. So of that 10% that they take from your commissions, 5% will go to the company, and 5% will go to your power save. They still help you out. Okay. Most franchises will just take that entire fee and be like, well, that's your fee, 18 to 22%. See ya. No, this company is giving it back to us in a savings account.
And also taking 1%. And we don't know how much people are selling, as far as the debit cards and those types of things and the $4.95 distributor fee. We don't know how much they are making because they just launched. However, think about this. If there's, what did she say, 80,000 people, 1%, if all of them are just, using their own as distributors, like their own debit card, 1%, that's going to add up pretty quickly, I feel like. So the company's taking the 1%, but she only briefly mentioned that. But then she said they're taking the other 9% and they're going to put it in this account that we can't touch for 5 years. Ma'am.
They're so generous. They don't have to do that. It's incredible.
They don't have to do that.
That's crazy. So speaking of,
it is
I
crazy.
think we should get into, as a DBO, what are all the ways we get paid, but like, where is the money coming from? Because again, these are the constant questions we are getting over and over.
Okay. So there's, on every card you slide anywhere in the world, there are transaction fees. And last year alone, credit card companies profited over $3 billion. Okay. So the money's already there, and those companies kept that money. They profited that. They didn't give it back to anybody. So the money's already there. So as we're swiping cards, there's the normal fees. Okay. There's not any extra fees hidden in here, you guys. This is a normal debit card. Okay. Attached to a normal checking account.
To a bank that you're not disclosing that apparently changed in September. That's not normal. There's nothing normal about this.
So when we slide that and all the fees go back, go back to the company, and the merchant, pays some of that. The coolest part about this real quick is that credit card companies actually charge the stores extra. So that's why a lot of stores want to partner with us, because we're not tacking on extra fees like the credit card companies. Okay. So it's just the normal standard, whatever a card fee is. So anyway, it goes back to the company, right? They're giving that back to us in the rewards. They're giving that back to us in the commissions. There's a percentage of everything people buy in the Travel Club and the Z Club that also goes into a pool of revenue where they pull our commissions from. Okay. So the money's already there. They are not taking extra money from somewhere. The money's already there. They're just redirecting it into a way that's going to help us. And they can do that because there's so much less for a digital company like this to pay for. Like, I'm not even.
I think what she's trying to say is the operating expenses of it being a digital business, if you will, because they consider this a business, are far less than having like a brick and mortar store, which, okay.
Get into that, but there's so much more that like physical banks have to pay for that we don't have to spend money on. So they're able to give a lot more back to us, which is really incredible. So different ways we get paid. I love talking about this because
I know, me too.
Mind blowing. Okay. One of the ones that I love to focus on the most is our monthly
Absolutely.
bonuses. Okay. It's a community pool of revenue. The money that I was just talking about that's already there, a fraction of that gets put into a pool of revenue, and that's how they pay us these monthly bonuses. So for the first promotion,
that is such a weird way of saying that. If you have a company and you're selling a product and you have revenue generated from that, it would go into some sort of a bank account. But what she's referring to it, how she's referring to this, I guess I should say, is it's going into a revenue pool. Why wouldn't you just say it's going into the account? I just feel like this is very like over the top. You know, when somebody's not telling the truth and they're giving far too many details and you're like, you just kind of let them keep talking. That's what this feels like to me. This feels like they're trying to sound so different because they're not doing things the way that a traditional business would. Having a legitimate account, checking account, savings account, something like that, or both actually, and you sell the product and the money goes into the bank account and then you pay people. It's so odd to me the way that they are wording all of this.
All you need is 3 DBOs, 3 personal customers. You're going to get that up to, and I'm going to explain what up to means, $500 a month. Once you reach the second promotion, that's just helping your original 3 do the same thing, reach the first promotion. That's going to be a $1,500 monthly bonus.
Monthly.
Okay, this is where they're going to try, not in this video, but this is going to be my prediction that we start to see more and more of, if not already out there, where they are going to start saying, you know, who could use an extra $500 a month, which is kind of something that we see from MLMers and MLM companies. You know, who could use an extra 1,500? And they're going to try and make it sound like it is so easy. But according to them, you have to have 3 distributors that join at the $495 and agree to the $50 a month fees and up to 10% taken from their commission and going into the revenue pool or whatever that they can't touch for 5 years. That's essentially what they're talking about. And then you have to have at least 3 customers that signed up at the $25 annual fee to get the debit card to a bank that they're not disclosing until the beginning of the year, maybe mid-January. What?
Monthly.
Not one time.
Is not one time.
I want to say that. Not one time.
Amanda and I come from network marketing. You hit a rank, you get that one time. You never see it again in your life.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you fall back and hit it again. You don't ever see it. You get it one time.
See, and here we have it. 2 individuals that know how the game works. They came from previous MLM companies. They know how a ground floor opportunity works, probably. They know how important it is to get in early. They more than likely, in my opinion, not stating this as a fact, they're probably bringing over team members and customers from the previous company. It's the same song and dance that we see all the time.
Gone. This is every single month. And as long as you maintain, and maintaining does not mean having to add a bunch more people. It just means maintaining, like no one quitting, your card customers sliding their card just one time a month to stay active. Okay.
Also, in order to use this debit card, you have to transfer money into the bank account for the bank that's not disclosed in order for you to use the card. So it's like an extra step in, if let's just say that because they're trying to pitch it like you're going to pay your bills with this. You know, you're paying your bills anyways. Why not do this and earn some Z points or Z bucks or whatever? Come on. There's plenty of other programs out there that are actually legit, and you'll know the name of the bank that you're working with. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah. Anyways, ridiculous.
That's what that means. The third promotion, which is crazy that I even got to this one during pre-launch, vice president, you get a $12,500 bonus monthly.
Monthly.
Okay? Monthly. $500 monthly. The next one is senior vice president, which is a $20,000 bonus monthly.
These are like the 7th and 8th rank in the company. I think there's 10 ranks if I remember correctly. So she's not explaining that, hey, there's, 5, 6, 7 other ranks that you have to get through in order to do that, in order to get that bonus. She's also not disclosing you have to have 3, and each level is probably going to have different qualifications, but you have to have 3 customers and 3 distributors in order to stay qualified. You also have to be up on all of your fees in order to get these things. So leaving out the fine print like they always do.
Top one is president. That's a $30,000 bonus monthly. So as long as you're maintaining what you need to maintain, AKA no one quitting and everyone fighting hard, that's what you're going to get. That's one of the things that you're going to get. Okay. This is just one way. There's also bonuses as you promote managers and help people get to that first promotion. You're going to get a $50 bonus on all of the managers in your entire organization. You guys, I've only been doing this for
this right here. This comment right here. What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a vice president of a bank. Wow, that's amazing. What bank? Oh, I don't know. The names and the terminology that these people are using is extremely deceptive. And I think it's because they are trying to make it sound like it is a legit thing. Everything about this is screaming scam. Everything about this is screaming pyramid scheme to me. Everything about this is absolutely disgusting what they are doing. These 2 people came from previous MLMs. They know how all of this works. They're probably bringing people from their previous company. And I hate it. I hate it. I made a joke the other day on the members only live stream. And I said, what are you going to put vice president of Transact card or Transact bank or whatever in your LinkedIn bio? Is that what we're going to see? Because that would be wild. Sally K, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that, but hey, Charlene.
What, 2.5 weeks? Amanda, you joined very soon after I did. So we have.
Yeah. How did you rank up so quickly? Because of your previous MLM. Yeah. Yeah. That's typically how that works.
I was just counting the numbers. We have 50, actually over 50 managers just in our personal.
Which means you're going to make $50 per manager in your downline, right?
$2,500 bonus just for people getting to manager. And there's more. I mean, you guys.
They make it sound so easy just for getting to manager. But then when you look at the qualifications in these companies, you have to recruit. You typically have to have some sort of a team volume, organizational volume. It's not as easy as they make it sound, but they're trying to make it sound like it's easy. And I think that they're doing that on purpose. Of course, it's so easy. If I can do it, you can.
Guys, this is in your entire organization. Okay, so that's another way.
And that just isn't your level 1s or 2s, right?
No, all the way to level 10. Like
that is insane to me.
There's a lot of people.
Good question, Chelsea.
Imagine what this could be in just a year. Like imagine how many.
Imagine
having an organization of 1 million.
Oh, imagine where we'll be in 5 years, because it won't be with this company, because I don't think this company is going to be around. Oh man.
Like,
it's crazy to think about.
It is the most mind-blowing thing.
Mind-blowing.
And then Kevin, can I use your calculator real quick? This is another thing that we got crunching numbers last night, and this part blew my mind. I definitely underestimated the power of what we get paid on all of our customer slides. And or swipes. Again, this is in our entire organization. Like this isn't just my.
I can't wait for some MLM math. I can't wait. Are y'all excited about that?
Personal customers. Like this is every customer underneath me. So here's
insane.
We were doing the numbers. Okay, right as of now, we're just going to make an even number, 280. There's like almost 290 digital branch office.
Wait. When I think of even numbers, I don't think 280. I think of, 200, 300. We're just going to make it a nice even number, 280, to make the math easy.
This is in my organization right now, which is insane. So if we're just going to do 280. So 280. And that's not even including like all the customers, but we'll just say
Linda,
every customer.
Linda, hi friend. I'm wearing the blush that I got from your affiliate link with Mented Cosmetics. So thank you. And thank you for this. This is so nice of you. Linda says, stopping by to say hello. And Erin, you rock, friend. Love you all in a non-culty way. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you. That was so nice of you.
Within a 6-month to a year time frame gets 30 customers.
Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate you.
280 times 30. And you guys, 30 customers is nothing.
I mean, it isn't. Yes, I know. 280 is an even number, but like if you're trying to do easy math, I guess I should have said it that way. That's not the number that I would have picked for easy math.
Because people know people. There's a referral program. As soon as people start referring people, it's going to be, even more than that. Okay, so 280 times 30 is 8,400 customers, we'll say. Okay. The average spend a month.
That's a lot of customers. There's income claims coming. I can feel it.
Month is 2,000, right? So times that by 2,000. So your organization is running about $16,800,000 per month. Okay. That's what all of your customers are. And you guys, this is not even including the fact that we have a match program. Okay, this is
we
just,
need to talk about that too. Oh my gosh,
base level
so much.
So
it's so awkward to me when scammers get excited about scamming people, because I feel like that's what these two are doing. They're getting excited about a match bonus. Typically in MLMs, the majority of people are not going to get a match bonus. You have to hit some sort of a mid to high level rank within the companies before you'll get like pool bonuses and before you'll get like check matching bonuses and stuff like that. So the majority of people in these companies are not going to get it, but these two know because they're hip to the game, if you will, and they know how this works. And because they have so many people that just joined their team, allegedly, of course, you know, they know that they're probably going to get that because they're coming from another MLM company.
Running a little over 16 million per month on our customers' card swipes. We make 0.0008. That's an extra 13.5 grand that
this is a hypothetical situation. So it's like she's trying to paint this picture of, look, this is how much money I'm going to be making. You know, check this out. You can do this too. But the majority of people are probably not coming from another MLM company and probably have not figured out how this works. So, yeah, yikes.
You're going to get monthly.
And that's on top of the bonuses, on top of the promotion bonuses.
Yep. Now, if we just double that, because we have a match program where at my current promotion right now, every customer I bring.
Oh, did I miss a member? I'm so sorry. Hold on. My apology. Sally K, what is up? Welcome. I'm so glad that you joined. This is for you. Thank you so much. And if you would like to join the Discord, if you guys become a new member on this live or on the replay, if you would like to join the Discord, there should be a link under the community tab once you become a member. So welcome, Sally K.
The company's handing me 20 more. So there's an influencer program. There's a lot of big people that are going to come out and talk about them being partnered with us. And when people sign up through their link, it's basically going to go to the company. Okay. The influencer is going to make a percentage on their swipes. The company is going to give that back to us. Okay. They are not digital branch offices. They are just considered an influencer. So thousands upon hundreds of thousands of people that are going to be signing up through these influencers. That's how they're giving these customers back to us. Okay. And it's really cool because
so they're going to start targeting influencers, which makes sense why it seems like they're targeting digital marketers on TikTok. That makes a lot of sense. They're trying to tap into that digital marketers audience. Yikes.
They want everyone to win, you guys. I've never seen a revenue plan like this ever. So,
oh, you mean a comp plan? You've never seen a comp plan like this? Okay.
We'll just say it's double. Okay. So we'll say 280 people times 30, and then we're just going to double it, which is being conservative, you guys. That's being conservative. That's only a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay. I get a 20-to-1 ratio. So we're just going to times that by 2. So say you have 16,000 people in your customers, okay, in your organization.
Right.
Now we're going to times that by our 2,000 spending limit. Average, it comes out to a little over almost 34 million. Okay. 34 million a month in spending times what we get paid from that. That's an extra almost $27,000. I underestimated the power of these of what we get paid on customers. Everyone hears 0.0008, but they're not understanding the big picture because it's not just the people you enroll. Like
the majority of people in this company are not going to have 16,000 customers. It does not change the statistics and data that we know to be true according to the FTC when it comes to multi-level marketing companies. She can run all these scenarios through her calculator. It's not how it works. The majority of people in MLM lose money or don't make any at all. I would love to see the statistic around the average number of customers that people in MLM get across the board. I think that would be really fascinating. Really fascinating. The majority of this person's team, these two individuals' team, and anybody else in this company are not going to have 16,000 customers. So this hypothetical situation that she's running is just a roundabout way, in my opinion, for her to drop income claims. That's why she used her example of 280 team members or customers or whatever she said.
You enroll 10 people and then your organization enrolls 500 people and you're getting the match program on all of that.
There's nothing else like this.
There's nothing. I mean, like that's going to end up being more than our monthly bonuses. Okay. So that makes our monthly bonuses look small.
I mean,
show us the difference in what you make off of customers and what you make off of recruiting. Because that would be eye-opening as well.
okay. So saying that, I want to jump into the matching TCM thing.
Do you have the paper in front of you? Because I never remember offhand, but I
know
at presidential level, it is a wild jump. If you're in pre-launch, you become a founder during pre-launch, which means you get to the manager position before the end of the year. You are then grandfathered into our founder. You're considered a founder. You're grandfathered into the founder it's called TCM, Transact Card Member Match Program. At the highest level, president. I just remember this number because it's so insane.
Yeah.
As a founder president, you get a ratio of 100-to-1 match. So
I think president is the top rank in the company. And statistically, we know how this works. We don't even have to see an income disclosure statement from them. We know how this works. It is going to be a minuscule amount, percentage-wise, of people within the company that hit this rank. So again, the fact that she is trying to dangle this carrot, like, hey, you know, this bonus that we're about to talk about because you got in early and because you hit the top rank in the company, which is a scenario that's not going to be a thing for the majority of people in this company, is again a roundabout way to try to recruit people through income claims. That's what this is.
Every customer I bring in, the company's going to hand me 100 more. So if I bring in 100 customers, what is that? 10,000 more? Like that's wild. 10,000 more for every 100 I bring in. So
yeah, but they're in the people business, right? People aren't numbers. So that's weird.
And you only need 3 card members to become a founder to be able to get this.
Yeah, commission qualified by you just have to reach manager. Is it commission? Oh no, you're right. 3 card members to be commission qualified by the end of the year to be founder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. And then the 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. Yes,
I sure do.
Perfect. Thank you.
So it's for the very first one. So when you have 3, or for the very first promotion manager, for every 1 card member you bring in, they give you 5.
Definitely.
And then manager, it's for every 1 you bring in, they give you 10. Mm-hmm. For senior manager, for every 1 they give you 20. For vice president, for every 1 they give you 50. Like, this is just absolutely insane.
But here's the crazy difference, and this is what I really want you guys to take away from the match program. If you join in pre-launch, which is now, if you wait till next year, it drastically goes down. So that 100-to-1 match I just told you about.
I do love some high pressure sales tactics like we're seeing here. Get started today. You want to be founder. Listen, that title means nothing. It means nothing. And this scenario that they're running is going to impact a very small amount of people, if any. And they're hyped about it. Weird.
After pre-launch, if you don't become a founder, it's 6-to-1. You guys, in a couple years, can you imagine what that number will be? 100-to-1 versus 6-to-1. Like, the pre-launch perks.
This is giving the same vibes as like fantasy football. You know, like you're putting your roster, your team together. It's like, can you imagine if they run for like 200 yards? Oh my God.
I'm speechless. 100-to-1 to 6-to-1. Like,
crazy.
Which one would you rather have? The company hand you 600 customers or 10,000 customers? Actually, not really much of a choice. No. So
unbelievable.
There's so many things that you can earn by being in this early, by being a visionary, by being, trusting in the company.
I'm sorry, by being a visionary, by joining an MLM company that somebody else started. That's not a visionary. That's a scammy opportunist, in my opinion.
I mean, having faith that this is going to be huge. I have never felt this
Never.
incredible about something.
What about when you joined your previous MLM? Did you feel this way? God, I'm so excited, you guys. This is giving. I didn't think that this was like a legitimate way to make money, but my upline showed me the money they were making and I just couldn't resist. Or I was anti MLM before, but I just had to join. I just had to see if this was actually legit. Okay, you weren't anti MLM before. Okay, let's just get that right. Let's get that crystal clear.
I mean, Amanda and I come from also digital marketing where we were both very successful with that,
I'll
which is
lose it.
amazing. We're both still doing that. This is something that can absolutely be done alongside. You can take.
So you're in digital marketing. So are you doing MRR? What is it that you were doing? I just have so many questions. My president.
All the money
Oh
that
my
you make from your digital marketing stuff or wherever you're bringing money from, put it into this checking account and stretch your dollar. It's very simple. I know it sounds, if you're watching this back, it probably sounds like, oh my gosh, there's so many things, like so many moving parts. Sure. But it is very straightforward. It's very simple. You're saving money.
Nothing about what you have said is simple. Nothing about what you have said has been straightforward. What's the bank that people are opening up this account with? That's pretty straightforward. Hey, open up this checking account. You'll get this debit card. Okay, who's the bank? What are the transaction fees? Give me all the numbers. Give me all the information about this bank so that I know what I'm getting into. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll let you know at the beginning of January. But you want to get in this opportunity so that you can be a founder because, you could go from 1 to 6 to 1 to 100 if you hit the top rank in the company. Stop it. That's embarrassing.
And you're making money. You're saving money and you're making money.
And it's new. I mean, we're in pre-launch. I have personally never been a part of something in pre-launch at ground floor. So, a lot of people are creating a lot of assumptions and expectations. And I think we need to remove that because we've never been a part of something like this. And the potential.
We need to remove those expectations. Meanwhile, they just did this hypothetical situation on where they could be years from now. Everything about their pitch has been, can you imagine where we'll be in 5 years? Yeah, not with this company. So it's interesting that she's trying to make it seem like, hey, we need to calm down here. Let's not get too crazy. Meanwhile, this has been nothing but crazy, in my opinion. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments.
For what we have is just astounding. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Do you mind if I ask some of the questions that we're getting really quickly? All right. So I'm not entirely sure what this one means, but I'm going to say it. So will the card ever go public at some point, being that you won't need a referral to get a card?
It will go public in a sense that we have those influencer programs. So, I mean, it's going to go, I would say, I'm not really sure how to answer that. It's gonna, like everyone's going to know about it, but you have to still have a referral link so that people can sign up with you.
Yeah.
In your I'm sure the company has a regular public link that people can absolutely.
Oh, guys. How cute. Green Goblin. Oh my God, 3 lesbians. Bye. First of all, I'm not. Also, when did being a lesbian become an insult? That says a whole lot about you and not me, my guy. So good luck with that.
Join from, yes. And that's the kind of customers that they're going to end up giving back to the digital branch offices. So
that's what I was assuming. Now, since it's in pre-launch still, are we already getting paid or not until the official launch?
So yes, people are getting paychecks. Both Amanda and I have been paid twice already. We've gotten our 45 back. We've gotten bonuses. So the bonuses, they are absolutely.
So they paid you from a bank? Is that how that worked? What bank did they pay you from? That's weird.
Paying us. But here's the thing about the rest of the bonuses. For the card swipe stuff that I was talking about, we have to wait till everybody gets their card and start swiping. Okay. So that's going to be we're going to probably get our first big paycheck in January, which is totally okay. You guys, this is ground floor. I don't mind being patient. I don't mind waiting for something that's going to be
I'm telling your wife, Brandy.
absolutely incredible. Okay. So just have patience with the company. There's a lot of moving parts. If you were starting a company this massive and had 85,000 people join during pre-launch, you would be overwhelmed too. They have so many things in place for that. So, oh my gosh, where was I going with this question?
I don't know.
Up to bonus, the revenue plan. Okay. So the first big check will probably be in January with our card swipes, and the up to, when I was talking about that up to monthly bonus, this is what it means. All the revenue, like we have to wait until everything's launched, people have their cards and start swiping and adding money, because a fraction of that is what fills our community monthly bonus, like revenue pool. And they're projecting it to only take about 2 to 3 months to completely fill it up to the top, where we will always get that top, like that full amount. Okay. So
I'm sorry, she's saying they have to wait 2 to 3 months for their commission pool to be completely filled to be able to start paying bonuses and commissions. Is that what she's saying? Maybe I heard her wrong, but what?
first, say you're your manager level, and
Yeah,
the
I
first
deleted
month
it.
you might get paid $200 of that. The second
But I
month you
wanted
might
to
get
address
paid
it.
$400 of that. Probably by the third month it'll be filled to the top, and you'll always get that $500 from then on. But you have to be patient.
If you continue to qualify for it. So it's not a guaranteed thing. You have to maintain 3 customers and 3 distributors in the company. And they have to be swiping their card at least once a month, which means they're going to have to transfer money in order to use the debit card. So make sure you're, telling all the fine print, because you're definitely not here.
Like it's a brand new company.
Yes.
The revenue pool starts at 0. You have to understand that. And I'm fine with that. If I get my level, if I get, 6,000 the first month, 8,000 the second month, and then up to the 12,500 the third month, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Fine to being patient. Okay. So once filled, it will never go. It's just going to spill over. Okay. So
speaking of patience, I want to talk about Z Club. There was something that I was seeing a lot of people were expecting immediately upon launch, that anything and everything that we assumed would be in there would just be in there automatically. Let's
talk about that real quick, because I did see a TikTok that Roberta Blevins did, and she was mentioning, I think she had a source that is in the company or was in the company or whatnot. And she was saying that, or this person was saying, they had a screenshot of the items that were going to be in the Z store prior to launch. And that the question was asked, are these going to be typical items that we'll see within the Z store? They were told no. So then when it all launched, it was like the clothing that I mentioned earlier, according to Roberta Blevins' TikToks, where she was finding the same items for a less expensive price on eBay than what they were charging in the Z store. So I find all of that very interesting. So is this what's going to be in the Z store? Oh, no, that's just, we just put that up there just to fill in the spaces, but that's not what's going to be in the store.
touch on that.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Again, this is a brand new company. They have to add things. Okay. I don't know exactly.
They also have to disclose everything, like what bank people are opening up a card with.
Exactly the details on SKUs. They were talking about like millions of SKUs being added every single week, thousands of products being added every single week. So we have a list of, not a list, like of, and we can actually share a picture. I shared it on my stories last night. Brands that we're already partnered with. Okay. There's a lot, and there's incredible ones. And you guys, again, ground floor, there's going to be, once this explodes, like every store is going to want to partner with us. Like we're saving stores money because we're not charging them on the back end. So there's so many moving parts to this, but the Z Club's going to be everything we've imagined and more. Okay. This isn't going to work if it's not, but you have to be patient. Okay. There's so many things being added. There's so many things, there's just a lot of moving parts. So you just have to be patient. It's going to be everything you've imagined and more.
Yeah. Well, and that's what, something I keep reminding people as well. Like, I've never been a part of a groundbreaking ground floor situation. That is a completely new industry. And look, we're disrupting the banking industry. And if you know anything about the banking industry, it's extremely corrupt. Like, do you know how much money they make off of broke people?
Listen, remember how a little while ago I said, if you have to villainize your competitors in order to sell your product, you're terrible at marketing. Exhibit A. No, this would be Exhibit B, technically. Actually, it's this side. Exhibit B. Terrible. Got to villainize your competition. Dare I say competition? I don't know. Yeah. Ruby, member for 15 months. Thank you so much. Ruby says, ground floor. The floor is still being put in from the sounds of it. It is concrete in the warehouse. There's no flooring. There's nothing on the shelves. We don't even know where the warehouse is. Let me just stop.
Their overdraft fees. Like, it is absolutely messed up. It's insane. We're disrupting a very corrupt industry. We're disrupting a lot of industries right now, and it's so new and it's so groundbreaking. But knowing what the potential in the future for this business is, I'm even sitting back going, you know what? I don't even care if it takes years. Like, I know that we're going to look back in 5 to 10 years and be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you definitely are going to look back in 5 to 10 years and go, oh my God, but not for the reasons that I think you are thinking you will.
And we're going to be sitting on our yachts and our planes and talking about this decision and how so many people tried to talk us out of it.
The people that are going to end up, I mean, I feel like everyone at some point is going to want the, you know, to have this. I always say it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when people get this card, because it truly is going to be in every household.
No, it's not. It's not going to be in every household. I can tell you that much. You know how I know? Because it's not going to be in my household. Absolutely not.
And the fact, yes, and yep, Lauren just said it, the fact that it's a debit card, not a credit card. Like, I chopped my credit cards up. I don't want them. So this is going to be incredible for a lot of people who don't want credit cards. This is not run your credit report. This is not run, like, this has nothing to do with your credit, you guys. Yes, you put your social security number in when you join, because
you put your social security number in when you join and you don't even know what bank the account is through. That should be a red flag. Stop.
They want to make sure we're legit people. Okay. We can't just be signing up ghosts.
Well, you would have to do that with any company that you're making money from. So that, like, is null and void, you know.
I went to open my checking account. I gave them my social too. It's not a big deal. Like, there's legit.
Except it is a big deal to give people your social security number, because that's how fraud happens. One of the many ways.
Thanks. FDIC insured. Like, this is fine. I'm glad.
If you're going to mention it's FDIC insured, you probably should mention the name of the bank.
Glad that they do that. I'd rather have that extra security measure. They just announced last night, they're also coming out with anybody who has, now forgive me for my brain not working right now. What's the number? Not the social. It's the the TIN number. It's called, no, it's EIN is for, like, businesses and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the
TIN.
TIN, whatever, the TIN number. So for anybody who has that and not a social, they're going to be adding that as well. So anybody with that
an
number
LLC.
Yes.
Yeah.
That too.
I know this isn't, like, totally on topic with what we're talking about, but I feel like I've been seeing this a lot too. And before I forget, I want to add in, a lot of people are saying that this concept seems to be pushing the future of digital banking agenda, and that
Didn't the crypto people say the same thing? Listen, we're changing everything. We're changing how people didn't they say the same kind of things? That didn't work out well for them.
It's taking away from small businesses and all those things, which is comical.
Yeah. If anything, it's helping small businesses, because giant banks don't care about us. Okay. Giant banks do not care about us. So yes, thank you, Hunter. Tax ID number. I appreciate you. I knew it was TIN. Okay. Yeah, banks don't care about us. So we're partnering with community banks. There's 250 to 300 small community banks that go out of business every single year. I want to say it's every single month, but I'm just going to say every single year. Okay. They get eaten up by all these middle-sized banks, bigger-sized banks. And so this is keeping so many people
100%.
employed. This is keeping money back in the hands of the small businesses that choose to partner with us. This is keeping, because again, we're not charging them extra fees on the back end. We're just the normal fees. Okay. Not the extra fees. So
no, you're getting those extra fees from the distributors that are being put into an account that they can't touch for however many years. This is like how some MLM companies will say, well, we don't have an advertising team. Yeah, they don't need that because the distributors are the ones that are doing the work. They're the ones that are putting all the posts up and going live and doing reels and TikToks and all of that stuff. They're advertising for the company. And when you think about it, this is why I always say many of these distributors and MLMs are working for free. They're actually paying the company for them to work because they're doing all of that work, creating all kinds of content. And the majority of them are not making any money. Over 99% according to the FTC. So that's what this is giving to me.
there's so many things that this company is doing to help keep small businesses in place, like to keep their money in their pockets. So that's why, yeah.
I mean, it's a debit
We love some good virtue signaling when you're trying to pitch a scammy MLM.
card. It's a debit card. So it's not pushing any agenda. It's a literal debit card that you can go and use.
Except it is pushing an agenda because you are financially trying to benefit off people joining this company, whether it's as a customer and signing up for a debit card that they don't know what the bank is that they're joining. Maybe that's disclosed via email. I don't know. I just think that's really weird.
At any small mom and pop shop. You can do it online. You can do it in person. Like, this isn't some like magical card that you can only use for big box stores. It's a debit card.
Yeah. Oh, let me read. It's going to help small businesses and the fact that it's going to help save money. Yeah. The businesses can also refer the card to their customers, making money everywhere their customers shop. Yeah. 100%.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The tax ID number, that's going to be coming soon. Okay. They're probably going to roll that out in the new year.
Now,
As
if
of
you're
now,
like me and have both, I signed up with my social, but as soon as they release it, I will update it and send my accountant the information. That's what I'm going to do.
Yep. A vision for years. So much planning went into this to help us in small banks. Absolutely. Yep.
And I want to touch on what Lauren said. It is not like a reloadable gift card. And I want to say that because it's not like a prepaid or reloadable, because it's a checking account and the debit card is attached, and no checking account, is similar to a loadable card.
Okay, well, but you're having to put money into that account to be able to use the card. So I can see why people would think that they're very similar.
Like most people don't have just one checking account. Some people do, and that's fine, but most people have multiple because.
And you know what's interesting? They know the banks that they have all these checking accounts with, whereas they don't with you. That's weird. That's not normal. That's not okay. Oh, Bipolar Plus Me, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you so much.
If you drain one account and that's all you got, that's obviously, dangerous. But what's nice is you get to pick when you transfer money and how to this account to use that debit card. And if you're somebody who wants to use it for very specific things, you transfer what you need for when you need it and use the card as so. Now, for me personally, I plan on using it for everything. So I will always make sure that I'm transferring exactly what I need, because why would I use my regular card?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean, there are plenty of debit cards that have rewards programs, cashback programs, discount program. There are plenty of cards out there. Why weren't you doing this before? Oh, because you couldn't financially benefit off of signing other people up for, this MLM scam. So, wow, always pay attention to the intention, the underlying intention. They're doing this live because ultimately they're trying to recruit people. Think about how much of the time they have spent on this video talking about the money that they could potentially make. They're trying to recruit people. Get in early. You could be a founder, giving the examples on, potential income based off of how many customers. And come on, we see right through it.
What I'm doing, I'm keeping my personal checking account, transferring the money over to this checking account, and using the debit card for everything. I'm going to be every one of my monthly bills that accepts a card number will be having this card number. 100%.
Yeah. So someone asked if they also have an LLC, can they purchase another DBO under themselves?
Yeah, I've actually had people. Yes, we have people
I mean, that's like having a ghost account.
in our organization that are signing up with LLC with EIN numbers. That's 100%. Yeah, I've had multiple businesses do that. Yep.
There are no hidden fees for cardholders. No, there's no hidden fees.
No, it's now after pre-launch, it's $25 a year. Okay, that's a drop in the bucket for all the things you get. Okay, Amazon charges $100 a year. Okay?
They just
upped
it, actually. I just got an email that they upped it, and Netflix just upped theirs too. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, $25 for life.
Yes, please,
if you
Jess.
become a TCM prior to December 31st. $25 one time for life, and you get insane perks. Now, that is not a DBO. A digital branch office is somebody.
She's talking about the difference between a customer that uses the debit card and a distributor. Remember at the beginning of this, I said they use very confusing language. They make it sound like you're opening your own digital bank, branch, if you will. And that's not. DBO is their distributor term. TCM is their customer term.
Who can also make money. Mm-hmm. You can be a card holder, or you can be a card holder and make money. Now, I will say.
Also, TCM is for Transact card member, I believe. So that's the $25 annual fee, and then you have to swipe it at least once a month, I think is how the DBOs, distributors, get paid or something.
A lot of people ask if you are a card member and you want to upgrade, can you upgrade to a DBO? Yes, you can, but they are different. Now, how do accounts stay active if we aren't using them? Swiping once per month.
I guess they would if you're not swiping once per month, they're not considered active. Now you'll still keep that's not going to do anything negative to the card member. That's just for our side, for the digital branch side, where we need to our personal customers, when it comes to the levels that we are, the promotions that we are, that has to do with people swiping at least once a month. So,
well, and then when you look at it though, it's almost like, why wouldn't you be swiping it and using it, knowing that you could pay for the majority of a vacation for yourself just by spending the money you're already going to be spending.
I mean, your privilege is showing now. The fact that our economy is the way that it is, and the amount of struggle that people are having just to buy groceries and put gas in their car, and you're talking about paying for the majority of somebody's vacation on this card. Maybe people wouldn't be using it because they realize that this is a scam. Maybe people wouldn't be using it because they don't want to transfer from a legitimate bank to something that they're like, I don't know what bank I'm transferring this to. Maybe those could be reasons why they wouldn't be using it. And in fact, if you're somebody that is considering this company, I highly suggest, just from everything that we have seen here, run the other way. This is not going to age well.
Yeah.
It's almost a no-brainer.
Yes, 100%. Yep. I'm trying to see if we got all the questions.
I know, me too. And we're trying to think of everything that we've been asked over and over again as well.
We want to make sure that this can really answer a lot of the questions.
Correct. Yes, we have till December 31st instead of November 18th. And we explained why that was earlier on in the call. Or earlier on in the live, we're so used to this, that you can go back and rewatch it. So we're not having to repeat ourselves. Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, we didn't want to keep this super long, but we wanted this to be an amazing resource and all-in-one, so you understand what it is.
Meanwhile, they still go for 9 more minutes.
What we're doing, how you can make money, and everything in between.
It's incredible. I'm so excited.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're a branch manager and people just sign up for just the debit card, do we still profit from that? Yes.
Yes, as long as you're considered commission qualified, you'll still. So as long as you have at least 3, then you will get. Then everybody else, all the customers you get and all the referrals and everything, you'll make the money. But if you don't, if you sign up as a branch office and you don't have anybody, of course you're not going to make
money. So that would be with anything.
Yeah, that's it. 3 customers all swiping 1 time a month. That's considered commission qualified, and you'll get your commissions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, absolutely crazy.
These people are going to, when I say these people, I don't mean specifically these two, but I feel like the distributors in this company are going to be hounding the customers like, hey, you going to swipe that card this month? I just want to make sure you're going to pay a bill with that card? Are you going to transfer the money? Have you set that auto transfer or whatever over? You're going to swipe that card, because it is a requirement that their customers use it at least once a month in order for them to be commission qualified. So they're going to hound them for that. Can you imagine? Hey, you going to pay that bill? I'm sorry, what? That is not your business. Thank you. Please see your way out of my DMs. Okay, bye.
We could literally answer questions, all day long about it. But I feel like once people watch, once you guys watch this replay, we go over a lot of good information. So just to recap, $25 for life till the end of the year. The $50 is being waived till the end of the year if you become a manager by the end of the year.
And what do you have to do to become a manager by the end of the year? I feel like that would be important for your audience to know that ahead of time, just like I think it would be important for your audience to know what bank they're opening up an account with. I feel like that's the basic information that they need,
That is having 3 DBOs or 20 TCMs, which are card members. So
20 customers or 3 distributors. Did she say or? 20 customers. I think it's or 20 customers that pay for the $25 annual fee, swipe their card at least once a month, or 3 distributors that join at the $4.95.
3 card holders or DBOs to be commission qualified. You just need 3 card holders to be commission qualified, not 3 DBOs. 3 DBOs will be the first promotion. And then this replay will both be on both of our profiles.
Yes.
3 DBOs, 3 distributors in order to promote is what she just said. Yeah.
But to get the $50 waived for life, you have to get to manager, okay, before the end of the year.
V-Bucks cannot be used in cash. No,
they are not.
That's what they should be giving people. They should be able to take those Z-Bucks and actually turn them into gift cards to pay for groceries, to pay for electricity, to pay for gas. They should be able to use that as cash on whatever they want rather than buying some bootleg, in my opinion, clothing that you can get for cheaper on eBay. That's wild to me. Give people the money.
I mean, that would be with anything. You can't ask Amazon to give you cash instead of points.
Someone mentioned that it's similar to Kohl's Cash.
Imagine comparing your MLM scam, because I do think this is a scam, to Amazon. Well, Amazon wouldn't do that. Why would you expect us to do that? Well, ma'am, the 39, 40 minutes that we've been listening to your video, we've been live a lot longer than that, but on her video, like we're 39, 40 minutes in, something like that. You've been trying to point out how different you are from everything else. And now you're sitting here trying to say, listen, Amazon doesn't do that, so why should we? I just think it's so weird. I probably worded that weird, but whatever.
And I really like that because it's not Zcash. I guess you could call it. It's not Zcash, but you know how Kohl's Cash is a coupon. You spend so much, you get the coupon back to use in the again. But in this case, you can get the rewards no matter where you shop. Okay.
Do I have to pay $4.95 to go to Kohl's to have access to the store? Do I have to recruit people to also open up Kohl's stores? No, I don't. I don't at all. Do I have to pay $25? No. Do I have to pay $25 a year to enjoy the benefit of shopping at Kohl's? No. So what you're doing here is a false equivalence fallacy. That's not how that works.
Kohl's Cash, you have to go to Kohl's, you have to buy at Kohl's, and they give you that coupon. You swipe this debit card anywhere, you're getting the rewards back to use in their entire e-commerce store and their entire travel club. Mm-hmm. This is much bigger, but I like the Kohl's Cash analogy because it's not real cash. It's like a coupon in a way.
And it doesn't.
You like the Kohl's Cash analogy because you think that it's going to resonate with your audience. Because there's a lot of people that shop at Kohl's. There's a lot of people that really love Kohl's Cash. So you're hoping that like, hey, see, we're just like them. It's giving Herbalife and their lawsuit when they're like, listen, we're just like Amway, So it's fine. And that's how they essentially got away with, MLMs being here today.
Expire, like Lindsay says, which is amazing.
Yeah, Hunter's definitely the one that said that because Yeah.
Sorry.
Kohl's Cash, that doesn't expire. Yeah, Kohl's, just like you said, yeah, Kohl's Cash expires. Z-Bucks never expire, ever.
This is Exhibit C of villainizing how other companies do things in order to promote what you're doing. Listen, Kohl's Cash, yeah, it's cool, but it expires. We don't over here. Instead, we're going to send you to some, shoddy e-commerce products that are overpriced. But hey, it's a deal. Go for it.
They never expire. Okay, your whole life, they don't expire.
Oh,
your whole
life.
life.
We didn't mention.
I'm sorry. Bold of you to think that this company is going to be around for somebody's entire life. Bold of you.
How we're getting all these Z Club bucks right now while we're waiting for our cards.
Oh yes, I've racked up 3,000 already, which is incredible.
I think I have 2,500. I gotta look.
We can upload right now, before we have our checking accounts open and our cards in our hands, there's on the app, on the Transact card app, you can buy gift cards for people. And this is what I'm going to be doing for Christmas, since the cards.
If you are part of this company and feel comfortable sharing any information with me about their app, the back office, and you would like to share that, that would be amazing. You can email me, you can message me on Instagram, whatever is the easiest. I will keep you confidential. I just have some questions, lots of questions.
They're going to be a little bit late. We are.
Good morning. What am I saying? Good morning. Your favorite sociopath. Member for 4 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And good morning.
I'm giving everybody gift cards. So what you can do is you can upload your money to the app. Now, in the future, when we get our checking accounts, it is not going to cost anything to upload or to transfer our money from our checking account to the app. Okay.
You have to transfer the money from the bank to the app. I do like the fact that you can give gift cards. That's the only thing I like about all of this, is at least that, where people can use it on what they want. But this is getting shadier and shadier,
because it'll all kind of be connected. Right now, you can upload, let's say, a minimum of $100 at a time. So for example, upload $400 to the app. Okay. And then buy gift cards that you can send to people. You can either email them or text them.
Or if you want to buy people gift cards, you can just go to the store and buy gift cards or send e-gift cards instead of supporting an MLM.
And they can, this is the really cool part. When you buy the gift card, now, when you go into stores and you buy a gift card in stores, you end up paying, a couple extra bucks for a gift card in stores. It's the same thing. Okay. We're buying gift cards. It's fine. There is a little bit of a fee. Not a big one. When I go in and buy a $50 gift card, I probably pay like $53 total, $54. I don't know, something like that. So you buy the gift card, you send it to the person. They can either activate the gift card you gave them, okay, out of like,
oh my God. Or you can give them access to your Z store. I'm waiting for it. That's what I'm waiting for. I could be completely wrong, but
a list of hundreds of retailers on this app. They can activate that one, or they can say, you know what? I don't really want to shop at that one. I want to shop at this one. They can change the gift card before they activate it. So you're getting that double Z-Bucks back on buying the gift card in the first place. And then you're sending it to someone else and they're not stuck with the gift card. When you give gift cards at Christmas, I'm sure you've gotten a gift card that you don't want.
But girl, what? So get a Visa gift card where it's a set amount of money. This is very embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you that you think this is a good way to try and recruit people into your scam. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all. Thank you so much for the super chat. Your favorite sociopath says, I don't even know what we're talking about or watching, and I've been here for all of 3 minutes, but I'm already angry and confused. Yeah, I get it. This is a company called Transact, and they're a debit card that you open a checking account to a bank that they're not disclosing, but it is FDIC insured, they say. And yeah, total scam, in my opinion, absolutely looking like a pyramid scheme.
You don't care about, you can't change it. You're like, well, now this is going to sit in my wallet for the next 5 years because I'm never going to use it. This one, people can change the gift card to any of the retailers in the list that's on the app, and it'll give you, people don't have to be a card member to be on the receiving end of these gift cards. Okay, you send the gift cards, they click the link, they can change the gift card, and then they can activate it, then they can use it.
That's
so
amazing.
we're getting the double Z bucks.
Yeah. Double Z bucks. I mean,
yeah,
it's just a really smart way of doing things, especially until we have our card. Now, a couple of people asked, well, actually everybody answered it in the questions, but someone asked, how are we getting paid? Yeah, we are getting paid with checks right now, like actual checks in the mail, but
real money.
You will be able to get direct deposits in the future. I don't know when that's going to be set up. Like we talked about earlier, this is a startup. We're brand new. We don't know everything. We are like teaching you guys what we learn.
Yes, this is where they are, the phrase that many MLMers will use when it's something new and they don't know the ins and outs of the MLM and the policies and procedures, the comp plan, promotions, all that stuff, is they'll say ignorance on fire. Yeah, that's what I think she's getting ready to say. We'll see if she actually says it, but she's like, "Hey, we don't know everything. We're going to be adaptable." Oh.
As we go to, we're all still new. What have we been doing this? I've been doing this a week. Like I've actually been diving into this for 1 week. Caitlin too.
I think I started like 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 3, but I didn't talk about it a lot at first. So only about a week and a half that I've really been talking about it every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, Z-Bucks can only be used to buy down. Yeah. There's about, it varies between like 30 and 70% of Z-Bucks to use on any particular item. Now that varies per item. Okay. I can't tell you what it would be on every item.
Tell us what kind of items are in the Z store. Yeah. Are they things like, I don't know, grocery items? No? Oh, okay.
But yeah, anywhere from 30 to like 70% can be used.
Yeah. Now there is some confusion with
Brandy, how crazy would it be if we have met in person and neither one of us remember being at an Eric Worre event and like we saw one another or interacted with one another and didn't realize it? Wouldn't that be crazy? Or like, what if we sat next to each other at one event or like down and we just didn't realize it? Wouldn't that be crazy? Probably happened. As many events as we went to. Good Lord.
Gift card. I thought there wasn't gift card options. No, there is not. You can purchase gift cards. Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe there was some miscommunication there, but
yeah, I went over a lot of info. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You can buy gift cards on the app as of now. Like both Amanda and I have been buying gift cards on the app. You can do that before our checking accounts come in. You can do that before our cards come in. But there is a little bit of a fee. So I don't really go telling people, the gift card opportunity is incredible, but not a lot of people I think the reason I don't say it at first is because then people have this misconception that every time you load money onto this debit card, you're going to get a fee. And that's not the case. And that's why I talk about it a lot. The gift cards are incredible. I've been using them left and right. Every single time I go to, Old Navy or Walmart, I'm getting a gift card to use. But here's the thing. I don't want people thinking that every time they upload money to this thing, they're going to get a $2 fee. You're not going to. Once our checking accounts roll out, you're going to be able to transfer that to the app for free. So,
all right. Someone asked, can you use it on Amazon? But I'm not sure what exactly is being meant for that. If you're talking about in regards to the Z-Bucks, no. Now, can you get a gift card that you could probably use on Amazon? I would assume so, yes.
Got Amazon gift cards? Yeah, so that's your real money. You're buying the gift card to Amazon with your real money, spending it on Amazon.
I mean, if you have to say it's real money, like what, as opposed to what, Monopoly money? Z-Bucks? Come on.
And then you're getting the rewards back to use in Transact Cards e-commerce store.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
All right. On that note, I feel like we've covered everything and we should wrap it up.
We're like, this is good.
Yeah. There's so much information in this.
Well, thanks.
Except there's not.
Confused. Let us know your questions and we will help you from there. I know it's a lot of information in one place. So
once you absorb it, it's very straight.
Yep.
Once you absorb it, it's very straightforward. What? Oh, I can't.
agree. It took me a little bit too. I was very overwhelmed. And then once I absorbed it, I was like, and I told you that I would be that way. I was like, once I absorb it, I'll be good. So, all right, you guys have a great Friday. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Bye.
Ooh, goodbye. No, I don't like it. Are you guys okay? That was intense. That was intense. Oh yeah, if there's a thank you, Charlene. If there is a recording, send it my way. Yeah. I do not feel Hannah, I'm sorry. I'm sending you lots of love. I'm sorry that I had to put you guys through all of that. And I hope you're okay. This was wild. Although I did hold it together. I'm not as tired as I was yesterday. Yesterday I was very tired. Guys, I could have gone to bed at like 7:30 last night. I was done for the day. You know how you have those days? Just was done. Anyways. What a wild ride. Do I think this is a scam? Yes. Do I think it is a pyramid scheme? 100%. Yep. I think that this company is adding extra steps for absolutely no reason other than for people to try and make money. And when I say people, I mean like people that get in early that are at the top of the company, because that's how MLMs work. My favorite thing is when they talk about the compensation plan. There was a comp plan video that I was previewing and some of the members watched it with me. And seriously, it was like, it was so dry. I couldn't do it. I can't do that to you guys. But anyways, they say they're kind of sort of like an MLM. They have the same MLM structure, but they're not an MLM. How exactly does that work? You either are an MLM or not. And if you're getting paid on a downline, you're an MLM, multi-level marketing. Yeah. Wild. Wild. Yeah, I'm going to check out. If you guys haven't already checked out, go to Behind MLM. I didn't check that out prior to this. I wish I would have, because I would have had some more information. But I'm going to check that out while I make dinner here shortly. I'm going to make some green chili chicken bakes. If you want the recipe, I share it in my Instagram stories. It is from Krista Poole. I am not affiliated with her at all. I just have learned a lot of really great recipes. She is the Stay Fit mom, and she has a lot of cookbooks and has made meal prep for myself and my family, dinners for my family. Here's how it works. Her recipes are for 5 servings. We're a family of 4. So I make dinner and then I have lunch for myself the next day, and it fits into my macros, high protein, reasonable calories. And that's how that works. So if you are looking for something like that, check it out. And if you're not interested, that's okay too. But I'm really excited because I do love green chili chicken. We used to live in New Mexico, so green chili snobs over here, you know? Anyways, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for all the super chats and all the anniversaries with members. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are amazing. Do not join an MLM. And if you see anything, and I'm still going to be researching, I'm still going to be previewing videos and watching on social media and all of that stuff, of course. But if you happen to see anything, an opportunity presentation, you get messages from somebody, a post or something along those lines, and you think it's something that I should see, feel free to message me on Instagram, or you can email me, erinbees@yahoo.com. And yeah, I would love to cover this company more. I think that this is, yeah, I already said it. I think that this is a real scam. So beware, be on the lookout, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.